Okay, it automatically picked me up. Okay, I see how that works. I see how it works, guys. I got it. I understand it now. I didn't understand it the first time. Totally understand it this time. Perfect. Hicknock says, I prefer Starfield's transition from planet to space, the loading screens of the boss. I fucking love the loading screens in Starfield. I get it. For the people who like this, you know, the manual landing and takeoff stuff excites some people. It's not a big deal to me. I kind of like the landing sequences. I'm looking forward to Star Wars Outlaws specifically. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to. Is it's got some really cool. It still has loading screens, but that's like a blend of like the Starfield loading screens with the actual landing and takeoff sequence, because you do get to get in your ship and manually take off, but then it transitions into a loading screen, which is you cutting through the clouds to go into space. And then once you're in space, you have manual control over the ship again. And then in reverse, when you're flying back down, you choose the landing option and it puts you through the clouds and lands your ship for you. So there's no manual landing in Star Wars Outlaws, which I'm fine with. Sell items at a trade terminal. So I'm assuming I need to find a trade terminal first. I don't know what they look like. These are NPCs. These don't, I don't think these count as like trade terminals. What is this up here? This looks like it might be a terminal. Let's wait for this to fade off screen. Ooh, that's an appearance modifier. You can make your own starships? Ooh, you can salvage ships? Here's the mission agent. Hold that thought. I need to find what a mission terminal looks like. Like, what is this? That's a weapon terminal. Can I sell things here? I'm assuming that's just a craft thing. Alright, what am I looking for here? It said trade terminal. Station core. I've yet to see a trade terminal. These guys have like research, but I don't see any. How? Hang on. Sell. Nothing. Inventory empty. Do I not have anything to sell, or is it all on my ship? Hang on. Did I get like menus? If I don't see menus here. Some bitch. I would love it if there was like a menu telling me what's what down here. There's stuff back in here. Someone says, oh, here's the waypoint. God, I didn't realize there was a waypoint for me. I was thinking that was for something different. Herpaderpy! Captain Farrell says it's in the bottom center next to the portal. Yep, thank you. You can also switch from suit to ship when buying and selling, says Cyberthorn. Nice. James says bottom level in the middle. Yep, found it. Thank you. Yeah, I have to figure out what the legends are. I haven't figured that out yet. Sale. I'm assuming demand affects the price. Holy shit, the salvage data sells for a lot. Yeah, it's also a pain in the butt to get. So why are some things grayed out? Those things I don't have, oh, because I have 0 of 0. It's just showing me the things I could. Okay, never mind. I figured that out. So this is my exosuit. Someone was saying earlier that the living slime is like worthless, so we could probably just sell that. I don't know. Copper. No, I don't. Exosuit upgrade chart. That alone would be enough to. Yeah, the nanite things sound to me like they'd be more useful in the long run. How important is the exosuit upgrade chart, guys? Because I have one of them that I could sell for 131,000, which would give me all the credits I need. What's up, Lucas? Do you want to come up here, you big baby? Everybody left. Come here. Come on. Yes, you can come here. Just don't. You can't chew my cable. Come here. Come say hi to everybody, big baby. He literally is a big baby. He's so scared. Yeah. There were strangers in the house, people you haven't seen. You only see him once a month. You ran in here, ran under the bed, now you're wanting out. You want to go up there with Pippin? You can. Just don't. Yeah, don't bite her. Hang on, I gotta move him to a different chair because he's being picky. Alright. Or I could sell a salvage data. Alright, hang on, let me read through all the chat. There's 256 galaxies? Holy shit, that's a lot. Valor says, exosuit upgrade charts lead you to drop pods, help expand your inventory, but you need to continue the quest to get the antimatter containment and IP blueprint to fix them, so you don't need it yet. One outright said I would sell a salvage data. Someone says you can scan creatures on planets for nanites. feline liver. So it sounds to me like it might be better to sell it because I know how to get more of the salvage data. So it sounds to me like that would be something I should probably sell. Although I only have 3. If I sell one of them... Fuck it. We're gonna sell that. Need to buy some microprocessors. From the same place. Oh, I gotta go back to the... Hang on, we are here. There it is. Microprocessor. We need 4 more. I need to refine chromatic metal. Locate large copper deposits on planets. We can do that. Let's head back to our base. Alright, give me a second here. I need to go inside my hovel. I gotta check a couple of things here. Some emails and the like. Give me a minute. Alright. Just promotion stuff. People trying to get me to promote their games for free. Which I love telling people. It's just like, hey, what's your budget? Exposure don't pay the bills. Gotta talk money, man. PMAFCO says, have fun, I'm off to play No Man's Sky now that work is finished. Awesome, enjoy. So a ton of people are assuming that I'm playing on the Xbox. I am not. I'm playing on the PC. I'm reading through my comments on YouTube from the videos over the last 24 hours. I'm not. I just choose to play with a controller. I don't like mouse and keyboard. As a gigging musician, you know the exposure argument? Yeah, it's, so I freelanced for like, God, I have over 20 million words in print. So I freelanced as a writer for very long time. Mostly in the travel industry, travel space. Also in the gaming industry a little bit before I got into game dev. But even when I first started back in like 2008, there were people who really wanted you to like do shit for exposure, and it was like, no, you gotta pay. So now I probably get honestly, I probably get 2 to 3 pitches every single day because I do put my email out there publicly. I do have an email that I put out there publicly on my Twitter account, on my TikTok, on my Instagram, on my Facebook, my YouTube channel, Twitch channel, etc. So people know where to go if they want to pitch me something. But I honestly, I think I've only done 2 or 3 free key deals in the past year. And they have to be, the only reason I've done them is because it's games that I wanted to play anyway, and they're offering me a free key, so it's like, great. But when I just get random companies that come at me just trying to offer me free keys and everything else, I'm always just like, you gotta throw something at me. Like, there's gotta be money involved. And too many people, they get their mind set on, like, my favorite response is the generic response you're going to get back from every publisher, developer, whatever, when you write them and you tell them, what's your budget? Let's talk sponsored content. Their instant reply back is, well, unfortunately, we don't have any advertising money. And it's like, A, that's bullshit. And B, if you didn't have advertising money, you shouldn't be reaching out to people about advertising. Now, unfortunately, there's a ton of starving artists out there who don't make money on the internet, and they're trying to get their channels going. And it's great to take free gigs when you're in that position, but I'm not a starving artist, and I make enough money from ad revenue and memberships and subs and everything over on Twitch and YouTube and the Patreon and everything else that I get to do this for a living, thankfully. And so I've started to add a clause right before my signature. It says, P.S. telling me that you don't have a budget isn't an actual legitimate answer. I know you have money. It's just, where do you want to spend it? Let's talk. But I do have like a line that I've put in there above my signature now that just calls out that bullshit of like, we don't have a budget. Yes, you do. You just don't want to spend it unless you absolutely have to. And that's totally normal. No one wants to have to spend money if they don't have to. But the idea that they're going to get, you know, promotion for free is like, no, I'm doing this for a living. Like, my channel drives X amount of traffic every single month. I get X amount of interaction, X amount of engagement. You can go to Lurkit, you can go to Keymailer, you can see my stats, they're public stats. Like, I'm not a top tier, I'm not CohhCarnage, right? I'm not CohhCarnage, I'm not Asmongold, I'm not pulling in, you know, 25,000 people during my live streams. On a good day, I'll do, you know, my average is like 20, 25 people. I'm a fairly small streamer in the grand scheme of things because content creation is where I make the bulk of my money, not streaming. And that, you know, like last night we had like 60 people on stream when I was playing No Man's Sky. That's abnormally, that's like twice what I would normally see on a good day. We've had big streams like when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, I had 150 people. Dark Dragon's Dogma 2 was like 75 people watching the stream. The other day I was playing Nobody Wants to Die. You want to know how many people I had watching that stream? 6. I played Flintlock last week. Had like 9 people averaging. So it just depends on where I am in the grand scheme of things. So I don't cost a ton of money, but I still cost money. I still charge between hundreds of dollars to low thousands of dollars per whatever I'm going to be working on for the company. It might be 2 or 3 videos, it might be 5 videos, you know, but there's still going to be an associated price tag. The idea that you're just going to do it for free is ridiculous. But I'm not charging, you know, $25,000 to do a sponsored stream for 2 hours. It's like, hey, you know, I want to make a few $1,000s a month, you know. Here's what I make from ad revenue. You can help make me up that. Pay me, you know, maybe it's a lean month and I want $1,500. Maybe I want $750. Maybe I want $3,000. Maybe I only want $250 because I really love your game. But you got to cough something up. Like, come on now. That whole, we don't have a budget. Yes, you do. If you didn't have a budget, you wouldn't be in business. So let's not do that bullshit line of like, we don't have any money. Copper. You got me on a rant, guys. Sorry. There's a copper deposit. By the way, do copper deposits respawn? Because I totally mined one of these the other day. That's gonna hurt. Almost hurt. Same with bands. People do it cheap and then nobody gets paid. Yeah, man. Hang on, did I change the... Did I change how close my camera is located to my character? No, no, no. It went out. Oh, it totally did respawn because I can see it now. Or it's a different node. Nothing respawns, says James. Oh, okay. Never mind. I was mistaken. It is a cool job, but yes, it is a lot of work. No, this is the one I harvested the other day because look at it. It's so they definitely do not respawn. I need to find a different copper node. Paraffinium. So I'm guessing we just need to run in a direction and try to find another node. The other one that a lot of people assume is like an easy job is so Chris and I for about 7 years, more like 8 years almost, we did travel blogging. Well, it was way more than that though. We were travel influencers, but we had a travel blog. This is back in the day when blogging was still a thing and a way to make money. And we worked all around the world, did lots of cool projects, worked with the governments of several countries, worked with big name tourism brands, had a lot of fun, did some stuff with Nat Geo. You know, we were fairly top tier, I would say mid to top tier as travel influencers. And we would, you know, you'd always get people who are like, oh my God, you travel for a living. That's so amazing. What a beautiful dream job. And it's like, yeah, but let's talk about the realities of that for a minute, because no one ever talks about, you know, the endless airports, shitty hotel Wi-Fi, you know, places that book you and then you show up and the booking's all fucked up, but they don't have the registration right, or you don't have Wi-Fi at the location and they promised you Wi-Fi, and then it's like you're trying to manage deliverables on a, you know, non-existent Wi-Fi connection. It was really bad in the days before we could get, you know, like unlimited 4G and 5G plans, because like Ireland was one of the best countries I've ever been to for this, because we showed up and for, I don't know what it is like now, but when we were there, this is 2017 was the last project we did. It was €30 for a SIM card for unlimited 4G data, and unlimited calls, texts, everything, unlimited for €30. And it was like, that's amazing. Like, no other country does it like that, you know, because most countries, like we were in Spain and it was like pulling teeth to try to get somebody who could get us some sort of bandwidth when we're at some of these coastal destinations. And it's like, this is a tourist destination. No one has internet. Like, this is pretty ridiculous. And then like, the reality is like, if I'm on site for a press tour, I'm there on they're done. Like, they've paid for my flights, they've paid for my hotels, they've paid for the transportation, they've paid for the food, and they're paying for us to go do all of these special events, like visit the wineries, visit the places, take photos, do videos, and everything else. So for the 5 days or the 6 days that press tour is happening, I'm on call like I would be on call if I was on the call sheet for a film. So we're up at 4:30 in the morning, we're at breakfast at 6, and we go all day. No naps, no breaks. You're filming from 6 a.m. until 9 p.m., 10 p.m. at night. And then after you get done, you're taking 500 to 750 photos a day, and you're recording as much footage as you can, depending on how much batteries you got for your video recorders. At the end of the day, you then have to take care of recharging all of your batteries, getting everything downloaded to the external hard drives, get everything backed up to the secondary hard drives, get everything backed up to the cloud if you have a good internet connection. You're spending 3 to 4 hours every night after you're done shooting, taking care of all that so that the next morning when you wake up, you've got clean hard drives, clean disks, full batteries, and you're ready to do that again the next day. Then when you get home, so the thing of that is, like, for the 6 days that you're on a press tour, everyone's like, oh my God, you're in an amazing, you're staying at these 5-star resorts, 5-star, cuisine, all this stuff. And it's like, I'm seeing all of that stuff through the lens of the camera. So it's an amazing experience to have, yes, but I'm here to work. I don't get to sit here and sip that champagne and enjoy, because I need to take 75 photos of the champagne and the food and everything else, and get all the right camera shots with the GoPro and the other cameras to get everything, get my slide shots, get my zoom shots, get all the track shots I need for principal photography and B-reel. I get done with the press tour. I don't sleep the whole time I'm there. I'm on call the whole time. You don't get sick on a press tour. You got food poisoning? Tough shit. Barf it out, shit it out, get ready, because you need to get up the next day and be ready, because they've spent $15,000-$20,000 to bring you in, plus they're paying you for the production of the material on the back end. So when you get home, you now have to process all those photos, you have to edit all that video, you have to take all that and condense it and bake it into the Instagram photos and the TikTok videos and the YouTube videos. And then if you have any deliverables for the client, whatever you've got there, or any bespoke content you've done for them, plus the articles that you're writing and everything else that you're doing, it's a job. And so a lot of people are like, oh my God, you get to see all these cool destinations and travel to all these cool places. Yes, but I'm not here to enjoy it the same way you would be on vacation.